Hello, my friends! Today's video will be about why you shouldn't just blindly trust anything people say on YouTube. Anyone but me, of course. You can trust me! Especially when it can directly affect your personal safety, like motorcycle riding advice, it really pays off to double check every single word you hear. For example, let's take a look at one very interesting YouTube channel named The Motorcycle Brain. Man, such a nice channel! It's only 2 months old and it already has almost 6,000 subs and more than 1 million views. I remember it took me more than a year to reach similar numbers. And no wonder he's so successful. He's posting a new video every single day. YouTube loves this stuff. Good for him. This guy must be really good, right? Let's see what wonderful videos he makes. Wow! Look, this guy really understands how to make a successful YouTube channel. 9 critical U-turn mistakes, 9 best touring motorcycles, 10 myths, 10 scams, attention-grabbing titles, cool catchy thumbnails, he's got it all. But wait, I feel something is off. I think I already saw these. Look, this looks like Yummy Noob's video, and this is Moto Jitsu's video, and this is Mike on Bikes, and this one's Fortnite's. Oh look, here is my video too! And another one! And a whole bunch of videos of other people. So, this guy simply steals other people's videos, right? No, it's a bit more interesting than that. Let's click and see what this is all about.
And here's the part most riders miss. Leaning isn't about looking cool, it's about survival. If your lean is off, your bike fights against you. It starts pushing wide, your tires lose grip, and in worst-case scenarios, you're suddenly in the wrong lane, or worse, the ditch. Sounds dramatic? It is.
As you can see and hear, it's not just a stolen video. Basically, that's a video B-roll grabbed from a bunch of motorcycle channels like mine, Canyon Chasers, Life at Lean, Fortnite's, and so on. And in order to avoid YouTube's copyright strikes, all this footage is just stitched together randomly and there is an AI-generated voiceover slapped on top of it. Now, you might say, so what? Maybe this guy is just shy in front of a camera, so he relies on AI-generated voice and borrowed videos from other people. Who cares? I mean, as long as the information he provides is good, it shouldn't really matter. Maybe he knows his stuff and gives solid advice about how to ride motorcycles properly. Let's be open-minded about this guy. He's got more than 1 million views in less than 2 months after all. Sure, people wouldn't watch him if it would be a complete pile of crap. Let's listen for a minute, maybe we'll learn something new.
Start trusting yourself when you're squeezing into tight gas stations.
That's my stolen video, by the way, but we'll let it slide for now.
Becoming a YouTube fail compilation. Number 4. Elbows up, eyes up. Now we're getting into body language, and no, not the flirty kind. I'm talking elbows up, eyes up, baby. Most beginners and even some experienced riders make this subtle but deadly mistake. They tuck their elbows in like they're riding a tricycle and keep their eyes glued to the ground like it's hiding secrets. Spoiler alert, the ground's not gonna help you. It's just waiting for you to look down so it can catch your fall. When your elbows are slightly up and relaxed, you've got more precise control of your handlebars, and it naturally puts your upper body in a confident, balanced riding position. And your eyes? They should be laser focused on where you want to go, not on your front fender or your shoes. Looking ahead tells your brain, hey, this is the path, follow it. And your bike listens. Keep your chin up like there's a trophy over your shoulder, elbows up like you're ready to steer a spaceship, and suddenly those U-turns start feeling buttery smooth.
Sounds pretty convincing, right? But I want to ask a few questions. If elbows up is such an awesome riding position, why in this very video do you show this obviously unqualified rider who doesn't keep his elbows up? Why, again, in the very same video, do you show this absolute doofus? His elbows sure are pointing down. And why does this absolute clown make this subtle but deadly mistake like he's riding a tricycle?
Most beginners and even some experienced riders make this subtle but deadly mistake. They tuck their elbows in like they're riding a tricycle.
Clearly, all these people don't know how to ride. There are solid, clear, obvious reasons why we must keep our elbows up. Let's listen to them again and rub them into the face of any loser who doesn't want to see the truth. First of all, tucking elbows in is like riding a tricycle.
They tuck their elbows in like they're riding a tricycle.
Because of course, they literally teach you in kindergarten. Elbows down, tricycle. Elbows up, bicycle.
Spoiler alert, the ground's not gonna help you. It's just waiting for you to look down so it can catch your fall.
Ground is waiting for you to look down so it can catch you fall. Because you know how it works. If you don't see it, it can't hurt. Also kindergarten stuff.
When your elbows are slightly up and relaxed, you've got more precise control of your handlebars, and it naturally puts your upper body in a confident, balanced riding position.
It somehow naturally puts you into a confident, balanced riding position. I'll let it slide because I'm feeling generous. It is completely subjective statement which, spoiler alert, is not true in most cases. But it theoretically might be correct for the motorcycle brain here, so let's allow it.
Keep your chin up like there's a trophy over your shoulder, elbows up like you're ready to steer a spaceship, and suddenly those U-turns start feeling buttery smooth.
Elbows up like you try to steer a spaceship. Of course! Chewie! We have an Imperial cruiser on our tail! Light up the hyperdrive and keep your elbows up! Double time, mister! So, according to this video, keeping elbows down is a deadly mistake and we must keep them up because it's not a tricycle, it somehow puts us into a natural riding position, and a motorcycle clearly works like a spaceship, so elbows up. I'm sorry, but all this word salad doesn't make any sense. It sounds like an intelligent speech at first glance, but it doesn't really say anything of a substance. He just spouts some generic sentences strung together to sound convincing without actually saying anything. And that's because Mr. Motorcycle Brain has no idea about what he's talking about. The whole script is 100% generated by ChatGPT, who in turn basically gets its vast motorcycle knowledge from the internet. Learning to ride from an AI is basically like learning to ride from Reddit motorcycles thread. You'll definitely get some advice, some of which would be good, some questionable, and some just complete and utter bullshit. Elbows up is a technique used off-road or in stunt riding, so that your arms can absorb the shock from bouncing front end, so it is not ripped out from your hands. Even in Moto Brain's video you can see elbows up done on dirt bikes. It has nothing to do with spaceships or tricycles. And this little clip we watched perfectly illustrates what Motorcycle Brain is all about. It is a fraud. An AI-generated script with AI-generated voice, narrating loosely relevant video B-roll stolen from other motorcycle channels. Even thumbnails and titles are stolen. Once you figure out the workflow, creating such a video takes half an hour tops. YouTube loves this kind of slop because it's regularly daily views, so it gladly pushes it into your video feed, suggestions, main page, etc. With this slop, the Motorcycle Brain channel in just 2 months made its creator 1,100,000 views, which equals about $3–4,000. The best part is that you don't have to know anything about bikes to do this channel. ChatGPT literally does everything for you. So you can easily have a dozen of these channels. One about bikes, one about cars, about photography, videography, music production, anything you want. All this will be just an AI-generated slop, a slop making you 15–20 grand a month. It is very lucrative. I can guarantee you that lots of people will be doing this in the near future. Even if all of you go and report his videos for misinformation and manage to bring his channel down, pretty soon there will be more of these channels. So why am I telling you all this? Simples! Low-effort AI slop will flood YouTube tutorials, motorcycle-related in particular. It didn't happen yet because it's pretty niche subject, but it will happen eventually. Motorcycle Brain is just one of the first ones to the party, so to speak. It is pretty easy to spot now with its weird, obviously AI-generated voice, but I can guarantee you it will get much better in few years. You won't be able to tell them from a real voice. So please, develop a habit of questioning anything you see online, especially if it tied to your health and safety in any way. If anything just sounds convincing, doesn't mean it is necessarily true. Ask questions. Why is this, that is that? It is very important to understand the logic behind any statement. That's why I personally always go to great extent to explain everything I talk about. First, I explain the theory, how it works, and then I usually show a real tangible exercise, so you yourself can try it on your bike and confirm it, not just take it at my word. Some people even complain that it takes too much time, but I am 100% sure that I must do everything I can to provide the best explanation I can. Don't just believe in dogmas, anecdotal evidence, peer pressure, or social proof, or any other bullshit which people will try on you. Demand a clear, logical explanation, so then you can examine it closely and decide for yourself if it makes sense to you. That's your riding, your safety, and ultimately it is your decision to incorporate something into your riding style or not.